Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have our 11th multi-battle. This time I am teaming up with Evan to take on the team of Turkey and Joshie, who is no stranger to the channel. However, Evan and Turkey are both newcomers, and this actually ended up being a random multi-battle between myself and Joshie, actually, where we were both teamed up with random people we've never teamed with before. So as you can see, we all have some pretty cool teams there, so it should definitely make for another good one, and we're gonna get into it. So Evan led with Toxicroak, I led with my Alolan Ninetales, Turkey led with Espeon, and Joshie led with Kecleon. So, of course, my snow warning is going to activate right away to make it hail on the battlefield. And I am actually going to go for a switch right away here. I don't really like the matchups on the field, so I am going to come in with my Escavalier, predicting a fake out from the Kecleon. The Toxicroak actually fakes out the Espeon as well, so that gets the flinch there, as the Kecleon does fake me out there, not going to do much of anything. They are all going to take damage from the hail. I am not, thanks to my overcoat ability, but I am going to regain some health with the leftovers, which was pretty nice. So Evan is going to go ahead and switch the Toxicroak out then into the Flygon, as Espeon is just going to go for a Calm Mind here to go ahead and get that special attack and special defense increase. And the Kecleon actually is just going to go for a power-up punch. The Protean is going to change him to a fighting type. He's going to hit me with that, which is not going to do much of anything, but it is going to give him the attack increase, as I am just going to go for a knockoff on the Espeon, which is going to go ahead and take that thing out straight away and drop Turkey down to 2 Pokemon. And then the Flygon and the Kecleon will take damage from the hail, as I am going to regain more health with the leftovers. So then Turkey is going to come in with the Mimikyu, and Flygon is just going to go for a U-turn here to go ahead and break the disguise there on the Mimikyu, which it does. And of course he is going to get the mandatory switch there, and off of that Evan is going to come right back in with the Toxicroak, as Turkey is actually going to go ahead and bust out the Z move here on the Mimikyu, which ends up being the Fairy Z move, but shockingly, it is actually going to be Z Charm rather than the special Z move for the Mimikyu, which is actually going to harshly lower my attack, which is not good at all. The Kecleon is going to go for another power-up punch, leaving me at about half health. Getting another attack increase, and then I am going to hit the Mimikyu with an Iron Head, leaving that at about a third health, as they are all going to take another round of hail damage, and I am going to regain more health with the leftovers. So, unfortunately, the Kecleon is going to go for the Sucker Punch. The Protean will change him to a Dark type. Luckily, I do actually live that with 1 health in the red, which was pretty insane. The Toxicroak is going to go for a Poison Jab there to finish off the Mimikyu, dropping Turkey down to just 1 Pokemon, as I am going to go for an Iron Head on the Kecleon, leaving that at about half health. They are both going to take some more hail damage, and I am going to regain some health with the leftovers once again. Not really going to matter, though, since I am very weakened, as Turkey is going to send out Umbreon. The Kecleon is just going to go for the Shadow Sneak there, changing it into the Ghost type via the Protean, and that is finally going to be enough to take out my Escavalier, dropping me down to 2 Pokemon, as the Toxicroak is just going to hit that Umbreon with a Drain Punch. It does just barely survive that in the red, as the Toxicroak gains all of its health back and then loses some to the Life Orb. The Umbreon is going to go for a double team there to go ahead and increase its evasion, and that is actually going to be it for the hail. So then I am going to come in with my Omastar, And Kecleon is just going to go for that Shadow Sneak. It is at +2 thanks to the power-up punches. That does leave the Toxicroak with about a third health, but he's going to fire off a Poison Jab in return, which does drop the Kecleon to the red, as the Umbreon will go for another double team to increase its evasion even farther, which is not good, of course. I'm just going to go for an Earth Power here to finish off the Kecleon and drop Joshie down to 2 Pokemon. So then Joshie is going to come in with the Heatmore, and I am actually going to go for a switch here directly into my Ninetales, and I do this just so I can set the Hail up because I don't want to risk missing the Umbreon now that its evasion stat has risen quite a bit. So it should go down to one more round of the Hail damage. The Heatmore is just going to go for a Fire Lash, which will actually finish off the Toxicroak and drop Evan to 2 Pokemon. The Umbreon will hit me with a Mud Slap, not going to do much damage, but it will lower my accuracy there, and they will both take some damage from the Hail here, which is going to be enough to finish off the Umbreon and actually eliminate Turkey from the battle, making this a 2-on-1 situation in my team's favor. So then Evan is going to come back in with Flygon, and the Heatmore will go for a Fire Lash again. It actually does outspeed me, which does suck. That is going to take out my Ninetales there and drop me down to just 1 Pokemon. But Evan is going to go ahead and bust out the Z move here on the Flygon, which is actually going to be the ground Z move, the Tectonic Rage. So not sure what this is coming off of, but regardless, it should do massive damage to this thing. And it is actually enough to one-shot kill the Heatmore, which was nice. That is going to drop Joshie down to just 1 Pokemon as well, and the Flygon is going to take more Hail damage. So I'm going to come back in with Omastar, as Joshie is going to come in with Emolga. And the Flygon will be the fastest Pokemon here. It is going to go for a Dragon Claw, which does hit the Emolga down to about a quarter health, but he is going to go back up to about half off the Citrus Berry, and he is going to hit me with a Wild Charge there, which does knock me a little below half. It is actually going to trip my weak armor to decrease my defense and increase my speed sharply, and he is going to take some damage from the Rocky Helmet and the Recoil, leaving him in the red, which is going to leave him open to me going for the Ice Beam, which will be enough to finish this thing off, and that is game. So my team did end up getting the win in that one, but that was a pretty interesting match, I thought. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. And speaking of which, starting next time, I will be jumping back into singles matches with one more brand new team for you guys. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.